Alright, this is our last game of this league with Bant Spirits. We are 3-1 so far, so we've at least done better than average. Looks like a keeper too. Depending on what I'm up against, turn 2 Geist of St. Traft would be pretty strong. No, it's Burn. I think turn 2 Geist of St. Traft might still be strong in that case, but unfortunately for our friend Geist, he's kind of outclassed by this Goblin Guide. So maybe we go with... do we want to shock for the Hierarch? That's the question. We're probably going to be taking a Searing Blaze or something to the face if we do that. So I think we go with the Wanderer. And hope to draw a land that's not a not a shock land or a fetch land. Fetch land would be okay, not a shock land. Another guide. Ick. Well, we got 2 chances to draw land. Or 2 lands. Oh, it's a Phantasmal Image. Well, that's not good. Alright, let's see here. So we can shock. We kind of have to shock at this point. Then we're going to play the Supreme Phantom. That gives me the ability to counter anything my opponent tries to do. It makes my Mausoleum Wanderer just merely trade with the Goblin Guide, but at this point that's what we need. It's at least insurance for the Phantom to block. Though if he tries to bolt right now, then we're in trouble. I guess that would be a fine way out of this situation. Hopefully he can survive long enough so I can play a Phantasmal Image, copying the Phantom. Or even better, if I can find another land and play a Drogskol Captain. For this matchup, I've got Rhox War Monk in the side, which will be very helpful. Thalia will be great. Warship might just win the game at some point. And I think I might try the Explosives or Engineered Wills as well, if I can get them in the deck somehow. I love Eidolon of Rhetoric in this matchup. Oh, this is 8 whack it is. Alright. Now I see what's happening here. Well, he spared an attack from the Bushwhacker, so that's good news. Alright, we will block there. I think it's worth trading with one of them. Alright, and that is a land, so we can play Drogskol Captain now, which is good. What are we going to get with that? An island or a plains? Probably a plains. I don't have another island, that's right. That won't be an option. Now I've got to watch out for Goblin Grenade, though. So I'm going to have to get that Wanderer down sooner than later. But at this point, I think this is my best bet. No, I'm not attacking. Now, had I got a shock land with that... Oh, here comes the grenade. I'm dead. Well, that was kind of glitchy, but it was in fact a grenade. Alright, so that was no bueno. Going first is going to be very important. Thalia, on the other, in this case, since we're up against 8 whack, is not nearly as good as I thought it would be. And neither is Unified Will for that matter. So Warship's definitely good. Eidolon is definitely good. Rhox War Monk is definitely good. And Engineering Explosives is going to be great. Settle the Wreckage actually might be worthwhile too. But there's not a lot of non-creature spells that I have to worry about with Thalia, so I'm going to leave that out. Let's see what we got here. Mausoleum Wanderer is going to be great. Once again, I'm going to need that for the grenades. They don't play a ton of lands, so as long as I don't settle the wreckage a bunch of his creatures, he's not going to have much to do to pay the counter spell tax on that one. Geist can go. Let's see, I gotta cut some cards here. Collected Company might be a little slow. We're gonna cut 2 of those. And maybe we get rid of some Mana Darks as well, because we're not gonna be too concerned with those guys sticking around. They're not gonna do much for us other than just race out some dudes. Let's see. I think that's pretty good right there. Yeah. It's hard because when you're playing tribal, you like kind of rely on a critical mass of tribal spells, otherwise the deck becomes a lot less effective over time. Okay, this is a decent hand. We've got Rattlechains on 2, which might be a surprise blocker for a Goblin Guide, and I'm okay with that. We'll fetch a Temple Garden on 1, and then grab an island with the Flooded Strand. And I really like this new function that Moto's got where you can yield through to the end step. That's kind of nice because I don't have to sit here and watch my opponent play their deck. I can just wait until the end of their turn to get my Temple Garden. Though if that's a guide right now, I'm going to want to know about... Okay, it's not. The reason I would wait, I suppose it doesn't really matter if I did an end step or not. But if he plays a Goblin Guide, I'm going to know what my draw is going to be potentially. So if it's something really good, I might want to wait and make sure I'm going to draw that. Okay, yield through this turn. Okay, cool. So this Rattlechains will likely be blocking that Foundry Shoot Denizen. And I'm okay with it just being a removal spell in that case. Alright, hopefully he attacks with that Firebrand, because otherwise that thing is killing my blocker. Yeah, he does. Okay. And I most definitely want to get the Denizen out of the way. By any cost necessary. Alright, so we're taking 1. Can handle that. Queller might be my best bet this turn. I can quell a problem spell, and then next turn follow it up with a Drogskol Captain. And I think that's what I do. Or we do it like this. Get one of their attackers. I feel like I might need to get the pirate actually. Oh, okay, he's gonna bolt my dude. Oh, he's gonna dismember it. Alright. Suppose I'm okay with that. It's down to 2 cards and I'm at 13 life. It's looking pretty good. Hopefully we can draw another land for the Coco. What's this? Is this a grenade? Am I getting grenaded right now? That would be insane. Oh, Devastating Summons. Alright, well that's a card, isn't it? Alright. Drogskol Captain. I could take 6 damage next turn. I think I need to play the Drogskol Captain because we need to get that lock initiated. And if he attacks with the Firebrand, which I really hope he does, then I can block and kill that, but he likely won't. It's probably just going to be 6 damage coming at me. Puts me at 7. Alright, I can't profitably block this without just dying, so I have to let that through. Yeah, I gotta learn my lesson about fetching a second blue source. I think this deck might just need another island, or I need to prioritize getting a green-blue on that first fetch. But at this point in the game, I want the Drogskol on the table. 2, 3, so I can block 2 of his blockers. But I also need just like critical mass here, so I think Collected Company is going to be important. There's a very likely chance that that one card in his hand is a Goblin Grenade, so I might just be entirely dead at this point. But it's worth a try. I just gotta hope that I don't hit anything but lords. It may be the safer bet to just play the Drogskol or the Image on my turn, but I feel like that's a poor situation to put myself in. So we're gonna go for the risky move here and hope for bigger payoffs. All right, Rattlechains and Selfless Spirit. That's not terrible. So we can do this. We can block all 3 of them. And then sacrifice for hexproof, or for indestructible, excuse me. So we kind of had the same net result of our last option. Yep, here comes the grenade. Good game. Alright, so 8-Whack is not a great matchup for us. We're a little slow to it, but I think it's beatable. Worship obviously would have made that game a lot different. Had I drawn a Worship at any point in there, I think I would have just won the game. There's not much that red can do about it, except for just kill all my creatures off with the grenades and the bolts. And that's a pretty big ask of them. I'm starting to think a second Worship in the deck is maybe necessary in the sideboard. Because of the games that are so hard for us to win are just made, they're kind of like shored up by Worship. So I'm going to give that a shot. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with Spirits. I think it's a pretty strong deck, and I'm surprised that it is. The synergy is great. The functionality of the Spirits is great. Sometimes you don't draw the right ones at the right times. Like obviously having a Mausoleum Wanderer at any point in that game would have made a big difference. But you know, you have risks and rewards in all decks. There's a chance that Goblins doesn't draw the grenades, you know. So thanks for watching. I'll make some updates to the deck, and if I do, I will post a new list on our website. But give Spirits a shot. It's a real deal.